Hello all, my name is Deep Ranjan. A very good morning to all of you. So in this particular video, we are going to see the deployment part. Okay, so we are going to use here Heroku for a deployment, Heroku Cloud, and we are also using here a CI/CD pipeline. Okay, so for that we are going to use here Circle CI for that. Okay, so let me show you the code. Okay, first of all, what all changes we have to do in our code for deployment. Okay, so this is the same project that I am trying to explain in last 4 videos. Okay, this is the American Sign Language project. Okay, so I have done till the model integration with the Flask. Okay, if you can see my earlier videos, so I have done that. So on the same project we are going to deploy it on the Heroku. So what changes we have to do it. Okay, let me explain you. First changes what we need to do in the app.py file. So inside app.py file there is a port number. Okay, so what is there, in general when we used to run our Flask application, we specify a specific port number like 5000, 8000, 8080, something like of that. Okay, but when we were going for a Heroku deployment, we have to make it like a dynamic. Okay, so otherwise it will create an issue while deployment. Okay, it will maybe Heroku will be not able to find that particular port, so you will get a error at the time of deployment as well. Okay, so that's why we have to make it dynamic. Whatever port will be available, Heroku will select by default. Okay, there is no issue with that. So, and second thing that we need to change it here, we have to create a runtime.txt file, and inside that we have mentioned about the Python version, which Python version I have used for this particular project. Okay, and third thing, there is a proc file will be there. Okay, so inside that proc file, and let me show you that one. Okay, there will be unicorn. Okay, this is for the web part. Okay, and app is to app. So our app name is app.py. Okay, the main file name is app.py, so that's why I have mentioned app. Otherwise, if your main file is main.py, so you will mention main or anything else, whatever you have given the name of your main file, so you have to mention it there. So what I am using here, actually I have tried to deploy it by using a simple simple Heroku deployment, like using a Python and all that. So at that point of time I was getting some errors. Okay, because of some memory issue and all that. Okay, so what I did here, I used Docker. Okay, so in the Docker deployment, we are using here Docker for the Docker file for the deployment purpose. Okay, so we have created a one other file, that is Docker file for that. So if you can see, I have already created a video for the Docker file as well, how to create a Docker file, how to create a Docker container in your in your system only. Okay, so I have already created a video on that. You can just check that video, there is no issue with that. Okay, so in that particular Docker file, what I have mentioned the first of all the Python version that I am going to use here, 3.7.5, and after that this apt get command is just for the environmental purpose. It will create a separate environment for your program. Okay, it will create that separate environment, so in that particular environment your program will run. There is nothing else you have to do. Okay, and after that what we are doing, we are just copying our requirement.txt file and we are going to the work directory, and then we are just try to install all the requirement packages. Why we are just copying this particular file? Because every time whenever we create this docker image. Okay, so at that point of time, when we are if you are not doing that requirement, copying that requirement or txt, so again and again it will install all the packages and all that. Okay, so it will just unnecessarily waste your internet and all that. So there is a waste of the internet and all that. So that's why I have used this particular command. It will take all the requirement from your cache memory and install it everything. There is no issue with that. And the entry point is Python. The Python was we are using here the Python, so it's a Python, and cmd is equal to app.py. So this is our main file. Okay, so that's why I have mentioned it. So that is end for this project setup part. Okay, from the code. Now we have to do some changes in our GitHub repo. We have to just add everything in our GitHub repo by using git add command, as I've already done everything. Let me show you that as well. How we have to do that. So just to do git add, okay, it will just add all the command, then we have to check the status. Okay, so if it is, everything will be updated, so you will see that your branch is up to date. If it is not updated, it will say a couple of files are needs to be updated, so we have to run particular command for that, and that will be, first will be the commit, git commit -m, then particular message will be there, and then we have to push it into the origin. Okay, so for that we are using git push origin main is the branch name. If it is your master branch, so you have to mention master. If it is a main branch, so main. Mine is main, origin main. Okay, so I have to mention that. So this is from the git side, it's done. Okay, now come to the CI/CD pipeline that we are going to create. So for CI/CD pipeline, we need to log into this Circle CI. Okay, there is a website called Circle CI. So you have to just go to that particular website. Let me show you how you can find it. Okay, this is the Circle CI is there. Okay, so just need to open it. Okay, and also you have to do the login. Okay, you have to log in it. Just click on the login. So what it will show, there will be two options, Bitbucket and GitHub. So try to log in with the particular GitHub account in which your repository is there, right? That particular repository, that ASL repository is there. So try to connect with that. So this is for the Circle CI. After doing that, what you need to do, you will get something like that. Okay, so you have to just click on the project and you will see all the repository that present in your GitHub profile. Okay, so you will see that. So mine is this one, American Sign Language. Okay, so what you need to do first, okay, so just click on this American Sign Language. Okay, and you have to do something some settings in that. So for that you have to go to the project settings. Okay, and then you have to go to this environment variables. So if you can see here, I have specified some of the, I have mentioned some of the environment variables. These are necessary for this particular project. So Docker Hub user is there. So what you have to do here, first you have to create a Docker Hub account. Okay, so for that what you need to do, just go to the Docker Hub. Okay, and you have to just log in it. Okay, I am already logged in, so this is my user ID. So when you log in it, you will get the user ID and everything. So what you have to do, create a new environment variable with the name of Docker Hub user. Okay, this here will be the Docker name user, and you have to mention the particular value, same like username, same for the password, and the Heroku API key. So where you will get the Heroku API key, for that you have to go to the Heroku. So what you have to do, just open your Heroku dashboard. Okay, and what you need to do, just log in there also. Okay, and then go to the account settings. Okay, this is the account setting, and you will see there, this is the API key. So you have to just click on the reveal and you will get the API key, and you have to just copy it and paste it. Like when you will just do that, like add environment variable Heroku API key, and just do that. Heroku app name. Heroku app name will be the app name that you are going to create in your Heroku profile. Like what you have to, how you will create the app name. So for that you have to go to the Heroku dashboard, then click on the new and create new app. Okay, and you can select this app name, and that particular app name you have to mention in this app name, and Heroku email address, the whatever email address that you are using in this particular Heroku. Okay, mine is using this email ID, so I have mentioned that one. Okay, so you have to use that. So that is it. Okay, you are good for the deployment. Okay, so now what you need to do, you have to do a single thing, nothing else you have to do. Just go to the projects. Okay, and then click on your project, and you have to do there will be a button. Okay, rerun workspace. So you have to just click on that. I have already done that just 1 hour ago, and it took me almost 10 minutes and 34 seconds. So I'm not going to rerun this workflow as of now, because it will take another 10 minutes. Okay, but my deployment is already done. If you can see me like this, my deployment is already success and it's deployed. So what I need to do, once the deployment is done, you have to open that particular app in the Heroku dashboard. So my app name is American Sign, so you have to just open that particular app and click on this open app. Okay, so it will not log in, it will just whatever UI you have created, it will just show that one. Just wait for a couple of seconds, maybe because of my internet issue it is taking some time, otherwise it is working fine. Okay, so just wait for a second, it will work. Just wait. Even I have deployed it. Okay, if you can see this one, okay, let me show you the URL as well. On this particular URL I have deployed my app, so I have just copied it. It is taking some time, so you can see that this is the UI. So that I have already shown in my last video, what kind of UI I have created for this American Sign Language detection. So you have to just choose that. Okay, and go to select some of the projects. Okay, sorry, some of the images. So images wise I have to select it. Let me open that. What was my project name? American Sign Language. Inside that I have taken some of the images, so you can see, select the one image and submit it. You will see that output as well. Okay, so this is the deployment part, and it is very simple. Okay, I have uploaded each and every code in my GitHub repo, so you can see that you have to just simply clone this particular repo and run it. Okay, there is no anything you need to do here. Okay, nothing else. So that is in for this video. Okay, and I have, as I told you, like I'm going to implement a end-to-end project. So it took me 5 video, like I've created 5 video to complete this a particular project, and it is an intermediate project, so you can understand. And you can write it in your resume as well about this particular project. There is no issue with that. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.